All right, we should be live. Let me know if you guys could hear me. Morning, Alonzo, Stats and Drones. I think that's Mitch. I don't know for sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Mr. Bill, good morning. Keegan, I see a message retracted. Good morning. Steven, good morning. How's it going? So, I've released a lot of videos the last few days. Actually, let's see how many. I think I'm going on like a 9-day video streak or something like that. I need to slow it down. Because I'm going to run out of ideas. And it does take a lot of time. So I'm going to try to do 3 videos a week. I said that last time, but then I just kind of kept going. Just one sec. I want to check how many days in a row I've gone. Where the heck is it? Oh, I missed one day. The 12th. So on the 12th, that day I missed, which is fine. Hold on, I've got to bring chat up. Oh. Don't know why it retracted. Oh, that's strange. Well, good morning. Let's see. Yeah, so I've from, excuse me, October 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. I guess I missed the 12th. I thought I did a video that day. 13th, 14th, and 15th. So that's quite a bit of videos. I mean, it's 15 videos this month so far. And then I think I did a live stream last Thursday, I think it was. So it's quite a bit of videos. I'm going to slow it down a bit so that I could kind of focus and dive really deep into the technologies and kind of make the video quality a little better. I'm kind of limited with the actual video quality based on like my cameras and the lighting and stuff like that. I don't have a huge budget to put into that. What's going on, UFO UAP? From Belfast. How's it going, Mike? Matthew, how's it going? Meraki Go versus Unifi. So I think you asked me this question earlier. Just give me a sec. How do I do this? So I asked the community what gear you would like to see other than Unifi. We could still put Unifi in there. Just give me some suggestions. So I think okay, yeah, it was you. So Matthew said for like a video idea, do the Meraki Go versus Unifi versus Aruba Instant On. So I've never worked with Meraki, and I was looking into it this morning, and it seems fairly expensive. Not that it's something that I can't get, but I'll need to save for something like that. Because most of the gear that I do on this channel, I actually pay for out of my prop pocket. From Germany, what's going on, mister? How's it going, Bushwalker? So I don't really have an answer, Meraki Go versus Unifi, because I've never used it. I was looking at hold on, my mic's in the way. I was looking at some of the Cisco Meraki stuff on Amazon. The problem is it's licensed too, right? So you'd have to get a switch or a security appliance. So you're looking at $1,800. This is Canadian, mind you. And then you have to buy a $200 access point. I mean, if they want to send me some stuff, I'll do it. I know I've seen it on Facebook. You could join like their webinars and they'll send you a free access point. I don't know if that actually works. Hi Cody, do you think it's possible to put the PoE through the micro USB? Actually, I saw your message about that earlier. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that and try. I know Willie Howe did a video on the actual doorbell using Ethernet. So I actually have another client who I'm going to their place this weekend to set up a network rack, couple access points and a couple cameras. They bought all this stuff, but the person who did the cabling, they ran Cat 6 to the doorbell. They didn't run normal 18.2 wire to the doorbell. So I don't know how that's going to work. I'm going to have to test it out to see. And even at that, like, is the Cat 6 going to work for the chime? I don't know. Meraki Go is basically the same price. Oh, is it? Okay, so hold on. Let me take a look. I mean, I don't know a lot about Meraki, so Meraki Go. I'll have to look into it. Easy networking for business people. I almost placed an order for the Aruba Instant On today, and I stopped myself. Let's just see. Buy now. Yeah, I mean, it's probably the same price for a full stack, like your switch, router, firewall, all that. But I mean, I can't spend a crap ton of money on it either. The Unifi stuff is for my house, right? I mean, that's not too bad. $459. I'm assuming that's American, but yeah, that's not too bad. It's something that I would like to do. I know a lot of people ask about Meraki, so it would be probably some decent video out of that. Will you make a video? Keegan, what am I making a video on? Let me see. A video based on like the Ethernet, if it works for the doorbell. To help migrate an old cloud key to the new cloud key. Very helpful. Oh, I'm great. That's awesome. Same with Aruba, it doesn't need a license fee. Yeah, I mean, I don't like licenses, right? Like this right here, add increased protection. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's something to look at. I do need other hardware than Unifi to actually do. I have done like TP-Link. I think it's TP-Link. TP-Link, some Grandstream stuff, but I want to actually branch out more and get some different type of networking gear. I do have... This chair is so annoying. I'm going to have to buy a new chair soon. I do have the Mikrotik, what is this, Cloud Switch series. I thought it was a router. I mean... That was my bad. I guess you can have router OS on it. The only... Oh, that's gone. The only other issue is I don't have anything with 10 gig interfaces right now. Obviously, it will auto-negotiate. It's pretty small. It's a pretty small switch. It's actually very light, and it gives you the... I guess that's a PoE in port, and then 4 SFP plus connections. So I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do with this. I have no idea yet, but I'll figure that out shortly. Oh, the install this weekend. I'd have to ask the guy if he'd allow me to do it. It's actually at his house, so I'm not too sure if he's gonna allow me to do that. It would be pretty cool if I could. I'd love to do more install videos and maybe like say, oh, I'll knock 20% off your price or something like that. If they let me to actually record on their site. It would be great. I don't actually know what the guy has for gear, for cameras anyway. He has a UDM Pro. What else did he get? I think a 24 port, 150 watt switch, couple access points, and I don't know what model cameras he got. No license fee either. You just don't need the subscription of things. Okay. It's just for security. Yeah, I mean, it's something to look at. It's just prices, right? It all comes down to that. I don't want to spend... I guess I can write it off through my business, but I don't want to be spending thousands and thousands of dollars on network gear that I'm probably never going to use after I do the video. Like this, I may use after the video because it is a reasonably priced 10 gig switch. Oh, I didn't even notice that. On the sides, it has the actual LED indicators. So we'll see. Like, I want to build or buy a new Synology NAS with 10 gig interfaces. Because right now I just have the basic 2-bay 1 gig interface. So yeah, the Aruba Instant On. I did watch Tom Lawrence. I think I watched Willie, and I don't know if Crosstalk Solutions did a video about this. They may have. It looks pretty straightforward and pretty simple. I was going to buy just this 8-port switch right here. And then this actual Wi-Fi 6 access point. But it came to about $800. So we'll see. It's on my list because I still have other videos that I need to get out right now before I buy new gear. Oh, no, Matthew, I get it. Yeah, that's why I asked. That's why I asked right here, because I want some other ideas. Geo Hogan said some Asus networking hardware. I believe I did a Asus, let's see, video. I sold it, though. I shouldn't have sold it. Let me just see. I think it was a Wi-Fi 6 router or something like that. Asus. Yeah, it's like there's this video here. Let's go to best gaming router. It was okay. I mean, I didn't really do... Oh, shoot. Pause that. So this is what I had. The AX88U, so this was a Wi-Fi 6. I mean, I didn't really get the speeds off it. The best Wi-Fi 6, I've only tried this one in the Amplify Alien, and the Alien is amazing. I don't use it currently, but it was pretty good. No, I've never used Blue Iris before. Know if it's possible to use Ubiquiti cameras. I'm not too sure about that since I've never used the actual Blue Iris line. Product. I wouldn't be able to tell you that. I know Unifi is pretty proprietary. You only really could use Unifi on Unifi. I think you can possibly integrate some of their older cameras in Synology NAS. But I'm not 100% sure. But I mean, if you're going with the camera system, I love the UNVR. So here's my UNVR here. It was so easy to set up, and it's not that expensive. I mean, you buy it for $299 or something like that. The most expensive part is filling it with the hard drives and the cameras. I mean, the cameras aren't cheap themselves. You could rip the RTSP stream. Yeah, and I've been reading a bit about that lately because I do have a Google Home, and it doesn't support Unifi, so I want to get my Unifi cameras onto my Google Home. I think it'd be wicked to just be in my kitchen, be able to see my actual cameras. From France, how's it going? Yeah, because if I want to view my cameras, I would have to buy that viewport, and it's a little pricey. Where the heck is it? Accessories. So $263 Canadian. I believe you only could have that on one TV or screen. Just ordered the UDM. You know what? I should probably... Let me see if I could pop the chat out instead of looking. Here we go. So you just ordered the UDM Pro and got 8 terabytes as it was cheaper. Yeah, it was fairly. It's a little cheaper doing it that way. I just bought 4 2 terabyte purple hard drives, Western Digital, from my local store here, and I forget what it came up to. It was pretty expensive. I should have bought a little more. Yeah, the viewport is a little overpriced. I do agree on that. And some of their cameras, like the G4 is a great camera. I'm thankful that they sent me the G4 Pro. It's just pretty, like it's $600 for a camera. But compared to, say, the Lorex 4K cameras, 10 times better. It's night and day difference. Another one I need to try is this right here, the G4 Bullet. But pretty much once it went on sale, it was sold out. And I always forget to log in to subscribe to these things. So do I have any pictures of my house here? Where the heck? I thought I did. Oh, maybe I don't. Let's see, do I have it here? Oh yeah, I do. Here we go. So, whoops, that is going to be way too big. But on this side of the house, I had a Reolink camera right there. Let me pop chat back up. I had a Reolink camera right there. Now I just pulled it down because most of my stuff's Unifi. On the other side, that's where the G4 Pro is. So I need to get another camera to actually fill that spot right there because there's just a hole in the soffit. So I'm thinking about getting the G4 Bullet for that. Where the heck is Unifi gone? So it seems like it's a pretty decent camera, 4 megapixel, 24 frame per second, and offers a flexible adjustment. Okay, that's fine. The weatherproofing. See, I don't know if the weatherproofing will be like the grommet that they had in the G4 Pro. I'm going to assume, I would hope it is. Because with the flexes down here, there's like no weatherproofing at all. Weather resistant with, unless I missed it in the box. Because all it is this little slot, right? So rain and stuff could drop into that. But let's look at the G3 Flex. So right here, oops, let's actually go to the device. G3 Flex. It actually doesn't, the quality is actually pretty decent on it for the price point of what it is. I probably could have it angled a little more to the right. But you know, you're paying what, $79 US for these cameras. You could have your full house covered for like $500. It's just the angling on these are a little more difficult than say the G4 Pro. Let's take a look. So this is the light. I took this picture this morning. This is the light on the actual doorbell itself. So it was a little dark out this morning, so it shows light on the bottom. I don't know if you could turn that off. Somebody asked me. I'm trying to look through the configs to see if you can. I know you could turn off this actual display light. But yeah, it was super easy to install. The only difficult part was actually drilling it through my wall and trying to find my old doorbell cable. When I was drilling through the actual wall, I went too far and went right through the drywall on the other side. So I got to get that fixed. No, I know. I noticed that. You can install Raspberry Pi and view it that way. That's true. I do have a Raspberry Pi with a display. I don't know where that display went. I was going to do a video on it. So it's like this little Raspberry Pi 4 display. Forget which one it was. I was going to do a video on it, but I think it's like a 7-inch screen or something like that. Maybe like that. I don't know if I'd want to view my cameras on something like that. It's way too small. How has Access been so far? So I haven't really used it. Let me bring up the controller. Just gotta make sure that I don't show any of my stuff. Give me a second. I don't have a huge use case for Access inside my house, because it's a house, right? And I don't even know the legalities about that, if I can or not. So I'm going to be, I haven't taken it down yet, but I'm going to be taking down my mag lock. I don't think I'm allowed to have that in a residential unit. So, whoops, you can see there's no activity at all right now on my Unifi Access. Because really, I've only go to my, it's downstairs in my basement, and that's where all my network gear is. Which is, it's cool. It's a cool thing to have and to be able to use. And the actual swiping mechanisms and how easy it was to install, I was pretty impressed with that. Have you ever deployed a Unifi? I haven't actually, Tim. No, I was going to do a voucher system video, but I've never actually deployed one. You could use it on a garage door. That's actually not a bad idea. I didn't think about that. The reason I put it where I did, and do I have pictures of it? Yeah, I think I do. So, this is the inside. It's a cold cellar, right? That's just the drywall. The reason I put it there is because that's where all my network gear was. And I didn't want to have to run. I wanted it actually on this door, but this is the second level of the house. And I didn't want to run extra network cables if I didn't have to through the house and cut holes and stuff like that. Down here, it was a lot easier to do. It was like 10 feet of cable and that was it. I'm not going to probably use it that much besides doing videos though. And I'm not an access control specialist. So like that is really not my field, but it was very easy to set up. I think so. I think they do have rules, but I haven't actually looked into it. That's the thing. Like Unifi sent me the access control, the starter kit. I didn't really think about if they had rules or not. I'm sure they have some sort. But once you power, I thought I took a picture of, oh yeah. Once you power this off, if for some reason it lost power, the mag lock will lose power, right? So you're never going to get stuck in the door. Convenience. Ollie, hold on a sec. No doorbell, okay. It might depend on the state, but in the US, you can have mag locks on doors. I worked in a warehouse. I worked on a house. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I think it will vary between, countries for one, and then different states. You'll have to look at your local laws. I just switched from the Nest doorbell to the G4 doorbell. Anyone know a way to get the G4 video display on the Nest hubs? I think that would be something like, who said it? Matthew said the RTSP streams. I haven't done it yet. I'm not sure how to do it. If I figured it out, maybe I'll do a video on it. I do know I have a client actually in the States who actually had an RTSP stream set up and it was working on different devices. Super happy with it so far. Oh, from Mississauga. You're not far at all. You're probably 40 minutes from me, maybe less. Yeah, the G4, I mean, it was so easy to install. I was surprised in the audio quality on it. So, where's the ring? I got the ring back there. I'm going to end up selling that or just giving it to my buddy. But the audio quality, when I would go to the door and somebody would talk to me through the actual doorbell, you barely could hear it. Nest Door. I was looking at the Nest doorbells actually a little while ago. Maybe I'll do a comparison video between doorbells. Oops, that's just a wall plate. How much is this? 26 bucks. Okay. I guess they're not selling it on here. Or wait, maybe they wouldn't sell it on Amazon. I don't know. Because it's a Google product, but Nest, whoops. Let's see how much this is. 299 bucks. That's a pretty expensive doorbell. I think the G4 doorbell was only, oh, it's 262 bucks. So it was 199 US. So I guess that is pretty much the baseline. This one's a little bit more money. The only good thing that I would have benefited out of this would be that it would work on my Google Home. Do you think Unifi will ever send me a Unifi Switch 16 XG? I have no idea what Unifi is going to send me. So, yeah, I mean, I can't... it would be nice. Let me look at that. Because I do want to get more high-end gear. Not that I need it. But it would be really wicked. So this would be more of a distribution switch, right? This would be your distribution of your like core network, and then you would want to plug in your access switches to this. But with AI, you'd have less false positives. The G4 has a blue LED, which picks up a lot of bugs. Yeah, that's true. I haven't used the G4 doorbell that often, so, or I mean that much. I just installed it yesterday. I'm going to see how much after, you know, the weeks and months go by, how well it actually performs. Came from Nest as well. Hates subscriptions and was waiting for the Unifi release doorbell for a year. I installed Unifi cameras around the house last October. Yeah, that's the thing. Like the doorbells, or the US always gets stuff before us. That's just a given. So the other day, actually, I think somebody from this channel told me that the doorbell was available in Canada, and once it was, I bought it right away. Yeah, I would think they're going to come out with the Gen 2 soon. I know this is an older model, or an older Switch. I don't know if I actually have a use case for it. I could probably tell you I don't, besides making a full 10 gig network. But, like I said, I have the Mikrotik. That was, how much was this? And it's 4 port. I mean, I don't need, how many is that? 16 ports. Probably don't need that. Where the heck is Amazon? Amazon.ca. I think this Switch was about 250 bucks. Something like that. $220, so that's not bad. You really want one. So, do you have the 16XG already? I mean, I did see other people do reviews on it, and it seemed to be good. I would hope that they would incorporate layer 3 switching. Somebody asked me about doing a video on Unifi layer 3 switching, which is fine. I could do layer... I would show you guys my controller right now and show you how easy it is to just tell it to do layer 3 switching, but I don't want to expose my IPs. But honestly, do I have a I'm going to set up a lab controller. I think that will be easier. Then I could show you guys some stuff when we're doing live stuff instead of showing my actual production controller. The doorbell doesn't come in black yet. I would assume they're probably going to end up doing it. Haven't I wired? Yes, I have wired Cat5e. That's right. So in certain distances, you could still pull 10 gigs from Cat5e. But in that case, when I do upgrade to 10 gig network, I'm going to run Cat6a. Maybe Cat6a, probably not Slim. Maybe Cat7. I don't even know if it's available in Canada yet. I might order one in a couple weeks. Okay. They have the Switch Aggregation Pro coming out. Yeah, I did look at that. I'm not really allowed to talk about that stuff, but it looks nice. So I would deploy. These really aren't home use switches though, right? Unless you have a full stack of 10 gig devices, like you have 10 gig PCs, you have multiple switches that are uplinking to 10 gig. This is really for businesses, right? You're going to want to put this in a business, and then all your other IDF rooms would connect back to the MDF room to one of these. Still new to this. Oh, no worries. I mean, that's why I started this channel. One was for me to learn. Because for me to produce videos for you guys, I have to learn it and try to learn it as best I can to be able to give that information to you guys. So I don't learn by reading stuff. I have to actually physically install it, do configurations, and see what's going on. And then I can pass the knowledge to you guys. And I mean, YouTube is the best place, one of the best places to get knowledge from. Free knowledge, and a lot of the guys are actually really good on here. I wish I would have looked into this more when I was in college. So when I went into college for computer networking, I started taking the Cisco CCNA course, and we were going through Cisco courses in college. I didn't even listen to my actual college professors. I went to CBT Nuggets and I learned and got all my certifications from there. Pretty much you could do anything online now instead of going to school, and you could learn anything. There's so much information out there. I don't know if I'm going to end up doing any more videos, or I'm not sure what other video I could do on the Amplify Alien. I have it just sitting up right there right now in a box. There's not too much to this, right? So they say they include a free VPN service. I might try to get that set up. I don't know if that's even going to make a decent video or not. Or I may sell it. I might sell it. What's going on, David? Because right now I don't have a use case for it, and once Unifi Wi-Fi 6 APs come out, I'll probably just transition to that. But if your house and you're just looking for like an all-in-one built system, the Amplify Alien is great. I forget the other guy's name. He did a great, like a wicked video on this, showing all the distances. Like he was in his house, then he was like 30 feet away, 40 feet away, 50 feet away, and then doing speed tests. I think at like 50 feet away, he was still getting about 400 megabits per second download. It is very warm in this room right now. You wouldn't believe, with all the equipment, like I have three screens, I have 2 lights behind me, how actually hot it gets in here. Yeah, so the next video we are probably going to do, I got to think about this, what I have coming up. I have to do that Reolink video because they sent me it for free. I showed this last stream, but hold on. Where's the other part? I don't know where the other piece went. Anyway, they sent this to me for free, and I think they're trying to get whoever they sent stuff to kind of push out at the same time. I showed you guys this last time, but it actually is a solar paneled PTZ camera, I guess it is. Reolink Argus PT, so I got to get that set up. And it would honestly be good because in my backyard I don't have any cameras yet. So instead of running a wire, it would be a lot easier to do that, right? The one issue is it's on Wi-Fi, so it could be very easy to do a deauth attack on it and knock it off. And that's the same thing with the Unifi Door Bell. It's Wi-Fi as well. Can you do VPN VLAN on the UDM through a service like Nord? No, I don't think you can yet. And I just actually had somebody, I've had a bunch of people ask me if you could do different services like that. If you can, I don't know how to do it. I would assume that I would hope that in the future and future firmware releases, they're gonna, add that so you could add like a NordVPN. So yeah, we'll do that Reolink video. We'll see how it goes. And then we're gonna do the firewall. I asked you guys actually. What the heck is it? Community. Okay, so there was that one. So then I was asking you guys, or whoever, about what you would want to see in a firewall video, like a Unifi firewall video. So normal stuff, blocking inter VLAN routing. What I didn't add in my last video was to actually block access to the gateway that you're on, so we'll do that. What else was there? Okay, so show how to block filter VLANs. So that's pretty much what we do in normal ones. Yes, I'm looking to do this. Maybe how to roll a VPN. Okay, so I mean, VPN well, I could integrate a VPN into the video showing the firewall videos for the VPN. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to add a bunch, and if it goes too long, I'm going to start putting timestamps on my videos. Keep pushing out. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I've pushed out a lot of Unifi stuff because they sent me all that gear, right? So they sent me all this stuff. So I wanted to get it out so I could kind of get the hardware out of the way, and then I could, focus more on configuration type things. Right now, this is right beside me. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this switch. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it right now. So this USG is actually all controlled on my Hostify controller. So we'll end up doing a site-to-site VPN from this to my actual UDM. Yeah, other than that, I don't know what other videos I'm going to be doing. I'm sure something will come up, or I'll end up buying something like the Instant On or the Meraki Go. I think that was a very good idea for videos. So we'll probably end up getting some of this gear. And then I was also looking at some TP-Link stuff. I know it's not as high, not a lot of people watch this, but I'm trying to find out which companies already have Wi-Fi 6 out, and then maybe pick up a few access points from them. Let's take a look. So TP-Link, theirs is still coming soon. I don't know who else has Wi-Fi 6. Cisco? This is probably a webinar type thing. Netgear. I know like most of like Asus, somebody actually said Asus, they have Wi-Fi 6 type stuff too. Yeah, Matthew, I'll be doing more pfSense as well. I haven't actually, typically what I do, I use my pfSense as my like admin, and then, or my network, and then I'll use my UDM Pro for pretty much all my IoT type stuff, and for my fiance and all that. She could have that network, and I'll have my own separate pfSense network. Aerohive. I've actually heard of those people before, but I've never looked into them. Aerohive. I think this is why I didn't look into them. Right there. See that? $2,152. I can't believe people are still selling this for $3.99 for a 3-pack. This is old access points. Don't buy these. I see these on Facebook Marketplace all the time. I have 20 of them in my basement. How about Pi-hole? What are your thoughts on VPN use from up here in Canada? I use VPNs. I mean, I use just like NordVPN. I could install Pi-hole. I think I tried to before, and I just stopped doing it for some reason. What else? VPN with Unifi is pretty straightforward. Like, it's very easy to install. Like, it's you click a few things and that's it. You have a L2TP VPN created. It's not like a NordVPN. It won't change your geolocation or anything like that. Like, look how expensive these are. Holy crap. Let's go to their website. What makes these so expensive? Has anybody else worked on them? Aerohive Networks is now part of Extreme Networks. Please visit us. Okay. Access points. I know a guy who actually lives somewhat local to me was working on these. Learn more. Yeah, Pi-hole is awesome. Unfortunately, I can't put any videos out on that, as it's an ad blocking. So we won't be doing any videos on that. Let's see. Oh, I hate this. See, this is why I like Ubiquiti, because they do have their prices on there. Okay, I take that back. But still, $397 for an access point. It is a Wi-Fi 6 access point though. So I'm assuming internal antenna cloud managed. I don't know. It might be something to look at. If their price comes down a little bit, maybe I'll buy an access point. I mean, $400 for a Wi-Fi 6 access point might not be that much, actually. Enterprise Wi-Fi, yeah. And that's what I'm thinking it is. But Unifi is enterprise, right? Could be. I just don't... I like the more modern look of access points. Like, these don't look... They don't look that nice to me. I mean, this one's not too bad. These two. But, like, something like that, that's... You know, throw it in at your house. Yeah, I don't really like the look of those. But if they work well, does it matter what they look like? Probably not. I'll probably end up wrapping this down in a few minutes. What time is it? It's only 1:35. I've only been going for about half hour, but I got some things to do. I don't know if you got what else you guys have questions about, but if you do, you want to answer or ask them now. See, that Nighthawk, that doesn't look too bad for like a home. With Wi-Fi 6, you get up to 4 times more capacity. It's a little more enterprise, yeah. I installed a couple at a public school. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I mean, what does it matter what they look like if they work well? Okay, let's look. Pro consumer, that's right. Netgate. Would you guys be interested in mesh technologies like a Nighthawk mesh system or like the Amplify mesh? That's currently sold out. Oh, compared to, okay. A video on Mikrotik would be cool. So I am going to be doing that, right? I'm going to be doing something with this switch. I just need to figure out if I could actually use it as a router. I know people in the comments said that I could. I just need to figure, oh, it has actual dual power supplies too. That's great. So we'll see. I mean, if not, I have to buy a Mikrotik router. Actually, let's look at that. I was looking at that this morning because I wanted to grab something off Amazon. I just don't know like the best model numbers or things like that, or the newest ones. Your Unifi is faster? Okay. Amplify Alien have a mesh. Yeah, I might try the mesh. We'll see. I am not using content filtering on mine because it's only 2 people and it's like it's a home office, right? I don't have kids, so I don't really block anything. So the problem with a lot of that, there's a lot of beta features and alpha features right now that I don't turn on. See, like this little cloud switch. Actually, let's look at their website. I was looking at this earlier this morning. Like this thing looks kind of cool. I just don't know how much configuration you could do with it, or if it's more like a at-home, you know, plug and play type thing. The HAP AC3. I'll have to watch a video after. Suggested price $99. Mikrotik. Okay, let me look at that one. $11 IGS. Okay, that's, and it's not like, I don't like when they build in, you know, build in the access points to it, but I guess that's like the UDM, not the Pro version. So it's got a 5 gigahertz radio, so 5G. Amazingly powerful router with 10 gigabit ports, SFP plus 10 gigabit interface, and IPsec hardware acceleration. Equipped with 1 gig of RAM. Okay. Wi-Fi model dual band. $400 to. And when will it get here? This is what I always look at, delivery dates, because I'm a pretty impatient person. When I order something, I want it to be here the next day. Unifi threat. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I just find that you get a lot of false positives on it. Let's just see what else this thing has. So what is that? Is that your like uplink? Can't even see it. It's actually not a bad looking router. And you know what? I don't mind the antennas on that now that I'm looking at it a little closer. Let's see what everybody says. 5 out of 5. I mean, there are only 3 ratings, mind you. That could be something potential to do. I don't know why that that locked your message down, but anyway. I use it on my network, just on my kids' devices. Yeah, I mean, I think it's more meant for that. I was working with somebody, I forget, a little while ago, and they wanted some content filters done. It works okay. If you're really looking to dive deeper into content filtering and stuff like that, I would suggest pfSense. I can't really talk about Pi-hole, so yeah, unfortunately. But there's tons and tons of articles about it. I do run it on my network sometimes. I don't have it set up right now. I don't even have a Raspberry Pi set up. I don't know. We just moved a few months ago, so I'm trying to find all my gear. I had another G3 Flex. I have no idea where I put the G3 Flex. It's gone because I would have put that into my house. Have a rack mount that is about the same price. I would assume they would. Rack mount. Let's see. Rack mount. Yeah. Oh shoot, $1,600 though. See, I just don't know if they're like built in. I know. I think it's Serve the Home. They did a video on a rack mount. So this is a cloud router switch. So I would assume that this is a, you know, router and switch. So dual boot, or is it either or? That's the thing. Like, can you either do router OS or switch OS? I have no idea. This would actually be kind of interesting to do. One of their access points. Dual band, 5 gigs. Not the nicest looking, but we may look into that. So I think I'm going to call that a stream. I might end up just sticking with Thursdays now. I did one last Thursday. I'll probably do this Thursday and then, or every Thursday from here on out. I'll try to do it. What time is it? I'll try to do it at 1 p.m. Eastern. Go about an hour or so, maybe a little less, depends on my day. And then we'll just kind of talk about what's released, whatever you guys want to know on, you know, have discussions about different technology. But yeah, I will be releasing more videos this weekend, I believe. So check those out. If you guys haven't hit the thumbs up button, make sure to hit that. And I will see you guys in the next live stream. Thanks everybody for coming by and take care.